Hi everyone. I was just sitting here and I was looking at various crystals I have around me, and that just made me think about, if you're doing a reading for yourself, which you can do, and you just want to maybe practice just seeing what you can receive, much like the channeling, the automatic writing, crystals are a really, really good place to start. So when I first started on this journey, I'd never used crystals before. I mean, I liked them, I collected them, even as a child, like a child in a sweet shop, basically. I'd be excited by crystals, I'd want them all. But really, I knew nothing about them, and I kind of felt that you had to know something about them. You had to know about their qualities and the benefits of using each individual type of crystal. Um, and this one time, when again in a group setting for spiritual development, um, I was struggling to open my third eye, to get into a state to be able to give a reading. And the lady next to me just said, "Here, try this." And she handed me an amethyst crystal. Amethyst at the time was one of my absolute favourite ones anyway, purple being my colour. And so I thought, oh, it's a sign, take it, use it. But I thought, really, is it going to do anything? Is it going to help me? But I'm not kidding, it did. I just sat there, closed my eyes, and felt it, just sort of stroked the surface, just squeezed it, just feel by feeling all the little bumps, the cracks, the dents, the ridges, the smooth areas. Crystals have their own individual makeup, and going into that really taps you in with your feeling side of things. So instead of thinking and allowing the mind to take over and the ego to step in and say, oh, you must be thinking like this, oh, you're doing it wrong, and all of that gets shut out, because all of a sudden the mind stopped, and it's a case of feeling it. So you're knowing it from somewhere else. It's a totally different perspective. um and within seconds of doing that, as I say, my third eye opened, and I was seeing all the images I'd been waiting for, and I was online, sort of thing. Um, and I've not forgotten that. I've used crystals so many times since then for readings, and it can be a really good way of getting information quickly. So particularly if you don't know the person you're doing the reading for. Not that it should matter if you know them or not, but if they may be feeling slightly awkward or uncomfortable, even you just holding those crystals and having them in the presence of that the person who you're doing the reading for, it helps to calm them down. It just helps to change the vibration and just take things back a bit. Um, so if you have any, and it doesn't matter which crystals are for what purpose and what have you. If you are drawn to a crystal, then that is the crystal that you need at that given time. And maybe that's, you're in a shop or you're on a market stall somewhere and you see them. That's the best way to have a crystal anyway, to choose it or to let it choose you. So if one of them in particular is calling to you, go have a look at it, feel it. Just how does it feel in your hands? Feel, just for a moment, feel all the different bumps in it, the shape of it, the edges of it, and you'll know whether it feels right for you, or maybe it's not. Put it back, try a different one. But allow the crystal to come to you. And it's the same for a reading. You will know if you need that little bit of extra help. You'll look at your crystal and you'll know which one you need. And honestly, you can look at all the different textures and patterns within it. And these are all natural. And yet they tell their own story, and they link with that particular person and what's going on with that person at that given time. Um, it's something you just have to be open to. Again, it's a flow state. It's allowing that information to come through you. The crystal is just an aid. The crystal is just a tool to help you get on that path to the right information. And as I say, by you just holding it, just being present with it, being aware of it, that helps to calm your mind and get you to that information. So if you've got them, you probably already have used them. If not, give it a go. I mean, I had crystals for years and I didn't even use them for it. I didn't know what to do with them, to be honest. And eventually, I cleansed them in salt water, and I thought they've got years worth of dust on them. They've just literally been gathering dust, looking pretty until they got dusty. And then all of a sudden, it's like, actually, these are valuable tools. Not only are they pretty, they hold so much power. And they're just wonderful, and it is addictive. So most of the time, if you see somebody selling crystals, you can guarantee that all the people there are they're all rummaging around, and it's like a jumble sale. People can't wait to get their hands on them. But that's the energy, that's the power they have. So give it a go. And you might sit there and just hold it and feel nothing. Try a different crystal. Don't knock it. Don't knock yourself down and try and convince yourself that it's not going to work for you, because it will. Even if it takes trying 10 different ones before you feel or sense something, go with it. Try, even if you try in 10. And whatever comes through, trust that. So, if you feel the ridge of a crystal and it's really sort of ragged and rough, perhaps that's what it is. And if you're feeling that, if you're feeling ragged, rough, edgy, uncomfortable, harsh, share those words, whether it's for yourself on paper or whether it's reading for somebody else. Here's an example, and this is just an example. Say feeling that perhaps it is, I'm sensing that there's been some harsh times recently. Things have felt uneasy and you've been on edge, and it's felt like a real battle. It's been a tough ride. The terrain's been tough. You just feel like you just want to go somewhere still and have smoothness and have peace and calm. And these things are changing. You're getting to a point now where things are turning upside down, and things that are on the surface are not the truth. What's hidden beneath the layers of all this ragged, rough edges is so, so different, so beautiful, so powerful. It's time to turn things inside out. Now, that's just me giving an example. That's just flowing through me, just channeling. But that's the sort of thing you're looking for. Don't question it. Again, don't sit there and judge yourself. Don't think, oh, I'm only getting the word harsh. Go with it. Give harsh off. Write harsh down on your piece of paper, or say it to the friend or family person you're doing the reading for. Say, it feels really harsh. Are things tough for you at the minute? And don't sort of sit there and think, what can I say, what can I offer this person, how can I help this person? Because remember, this isn't about you. This isn't about you manipulating the situation or changing anything. This is not you giving advice to them. This is what is channeled, what is coming through, what is from the soul, the higher self, and the higher realms. So it is beyond you. You are simply the conduit, the channel for that information to flood through. So give it off, no matter how small or silly it may seem. Give off the word, allow it, and then chances are you'll get a load more coming through. Believe in it. Believe in yourself. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. You'll be great. Okay? Right. See you. Bye.